Hello everyone, Jerry Emerald here, and this will be a review video of the Hot Toys Marvel Iron Man 3 Mark XXXIII Silver Centurion. I've had it for about a week now, and long enough for me to play with it and appreciate it and enjoy it and to give you my thoughts on it. And I just want to say I like the figure. Let's go ahead and get him in my hands here. He comes with a lot of pieces that, for instance, the Mark XVII did not. Interchangeable head sculpt with a Tony Stark battle damaged head, which I think does a really good job. It looks a lot like Robert Downey Jr. The artists over there at Hot Toys are phenomenal. I want to give a shout out to them. Names should be on the back of the... no, they're on the inside, aren't they? They're inside on the piece that says House Party Protocol, sir. Let's go ahead and get the names out because I want to make sure that we give just appreciation to those artists who did such a good job on this sculpt. Each one is hand painted, by the way, by the artist. So here we have, and I hope I say this correctly, the head sculptor is Kojin. The head art director is J.C. Hong, and I think they did a great job on that. So thank you very much for doing that. The original, or some of the older pieces, I don't think resemble them as much as the newer ones do, and they really did a great job. I like this. And the magnets are really neat. It's nice how it holds on there, attaches on really easily, stays pretty well, moving them around. It snaps in just like such, with the top in there, and just give a little snap, and it stays in there well. I've seen some people who have lit them up on YouTube. It's pretty cool. I mean, looking at that, a little battle damage there compared to the clean one. This one does light up. The battle damage one does not. The ones with the head sculpt normally do not light up, like I was saying. I have seen some people who have altered that and customized it and made it so it could be lit up. Now this piece comes off and is interchangeable with the clean piece. Actually, the clean piece comes with it, and then the battle damage piece is inside it, and you have to put that on. It's a little bit of effort to pull these off. It fits on really tight, and I'm sure that's appreciative in regards to it not falling off. Too loose is too bad. Too tight sometimes also can be bad as well. And sometimes I felt like having it battle damage. Sometimes I felt like having it otherwise. I do the back and forth in that regards over the time that I've had him. Now, his articulations are nice. He does have back here on his calf these air brakes. Now, they really come off a little too easily. When you lift them up, it just comes right out. And I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be. I would have thought that there would have been a little more effort to get them to just come clean out, but they come out really easily. So when lifting that, I found I have to be careful not to pull them all the way out. And they do go back in easily, so it's not too big of an issue. I guess I like the fact that there is an articulated piece back here, or a moving piece that does open and close. So that's pretty cool compared to, not having a piece at all. And then back here at the heel, the foot, the little toe goes up and down with a piece here that moves out of the way when that does that. None of the ones I've seen have the lights on the bottom. I guess they figure, what's the point? You're really looking at the hands and chest and the eyes for the light up features. Now, it's weird that you pull these down to get them to do more articulations, and it ratchets a lot. There's several little positions as to how far they come down and out. But, it's neat because when he's up, then he looks proper. When you put him into the position to move him around, it ratchets it out a little bit, and it works well. It gives him a lot more movement, range of motion that it does do that. So that's all right, I guess. And the knee here bends in two separate joints. That one there and this one here that bends back and forth. So you straighten them out and like such. So he bends back quite nicely, quite a ways actually. And then you can pull his eyes open as you were to pull the legs down to give him the most movement. The thighs can open up pretty well. Have them splayed out there as you desire. The waist is pulls up and down just like the Mark XVII to give you the multiple pieces of movement there. And you have 1, 2, 3 joints giving you 4 separate pieces for the waist, which move around, which is a lot of movement. This piece here is all rubber right here. So pay attention possibly for fading in the future. It's hard to say where this is going to go, how durable it will be as such. Let me just put them back down like that. The arms, this little piece here moves up for the shoulders. This little piece here moves up for the shoulders, which enables the arms to move quite a bit all the way around into unnatural poses. Just be careful putting it. And this is hard plastic compared to the rubber. As I've heard some pieces come with the rubber. This is hard plastic, and just like the knees, it's 2 pieces there. So it gives you a lot of movement like that. Now this is the Repulsor Hands, and they didn't put the holes in there for the blades. And I don't know why. Maybe they thought it wouldn't go deep enough to hold it in. Maybe that's a modification that I might make as far as that goes. The head is and the neck are 2 separate pieces, so gives them plenty of ability. Again, unnatural poses, you can move them around. He does go into the flight mode quite nicely. The head bends back into a believable pose when you put him into flight mode, where it looked like he would probably be like that, so he could see where he's going as he flies, which is nice. And comes off pretty easily. You just pull it. You don't be afraid to pull it. Just pull it off. And putting it back on, though, that's the little effort, because this ratchet here moves, which I'm glad it does, and it moves a lot in addition to the neck movement. Sometimes it can be a little bit of a hassle, because as you push it down, the ratcheting ball joint there moves around as well. It's a little difficult to get it on. But again, I'd rather a tight fit than one that's falling off all the time. So there you go. Another thing that I've seen is I don't think he's silver enough. Now, of course, this is the way he was in the movies, so he is a screen scene piece, so you can't fault Hot Toys for that. You'd have to fault the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the creators there, for not making him enough silver. I thought the Mark V actually had more silver in him. I have seen a fan that did a Photoshop painting, a repainting of him. I haven't seen an actual piece repainted, but I have seen a fan that Photoshopped repainting him to a lot more silver to make him look more like the comics silver. And so maybe that's something that someone would be willing to do. I might do it. I really like the articulated hands. Mark XVII has articulated hands. This guy has articulated hands as well. They're great. You can do so much with them. They're my hand of choice, actually. And you can make a complete fist with them. You can make repulsor hands with them. Because this piece is back here, you can't necessarily pop them up into the repulsor position like that, because this is like such. But I really like the articulated hands. Another thing that the articulated hands don't have, though, is the sculpting of the joints in between there, because it's actual joints. They didn't paint them silver inside of that. But I like the articulated hands, personally myself, a lot. And I love the dynamic posing stand. Holds them up quite well. Put them in lots of poses. So there you go. There's my Mark XXXIII Silver Centurion, my review on them. And thanks for watching. Happy collecting. Subscribe, click on the links below, and tell me what you think of this figure. And watch for the next video.